So if you've seen a lake on a Saturday afternoon, you know that WaveRunners are growing in popularity out on the water, especially here in the Kawartha Lakes. They offer a fun, convenient, and economical way to get out on the lakes. They're extremely easy to use, easy to launch, and easy to trailer. And they're also a nice complement to larger boats that can be cumbersome if you want to go out on your own. So today we're going to look at two of our best-selling models. In their luxury lineup, it would be the FX series, and in their recreation lineup, the VX series. So let's take a look and see what makes these two different and see which one's the best for you. So Yamaha's luxury or most premium trim line in their WaveRunners is the FX series. They come in a few different models that are going to host different engine configurations and seating configurations. But overall, this is their premium trim line that gives you, the most power, the nicest comfortable ride with all of the new innovative features that you may not be able to get on some of the other machines. So if comfort and performance are kind of top on your list, then the FX is where you want to start. This one here is an FX SVHO Limited. Limited just meaning it's kind of a one-off special color choice, comes with a preferred options package. And being a cruiser, it's got the upgraded cruiser seat that's going to have nicer lumbar support, be a little more comfortable if you do have passengers. Both the VX and FX series machines are all three-seaters. So if you're thinking about towing somebody, they'll all have the power and the 3 seats required to tow a water ski or tube or anything like that. On this FX SVHO Limited, it comes standard with the audio package, so that's Bluetooth. It's going to go right to your phone. This is coming through most of their lineup. On the VX series that we'll talk about, it is an available option, but on the FX it comes standard. Furthermore, it has a nicer display on the dash, so it's going to have a full 7-inch Connect touchscreen. It's got GPS capability, different drive mode settings, a really nice driver's interface, giving that real luxurious performance feel when you're driving the machine. You can change the drive mode, so if you don't want to have the whole power band available to you, it does have drive modes that you can limit the acceleration, the top end speed, and things like that. In terms of the powertrain, this one's an SVHO, which is their supercharged variant of the 1.8 liter high output motor. So this is as good as it gets in terms of top end performance. They're extremely fast machines when you want them to be. They've got incredible acceleration. They're gonna have a top end speed near 70 miles per hour. Really, really nice high performing machines. Again, if you want to limit the speed and you're not comfortable at that high level right away, you can go on the dash and kind of change your drive mode so that you have whatever power you want available to you, but nothing in excess of that. The FX series machines are a little bigger footprint overall. They run a Nano XL lighter and stronger deck on them than the VXs. Makes for a little more comfortable ride having that bigger footprint and that lighter chassis, more comfortable ride for touring, especially as you get into that top speed, north of 50 miles per hour. Other luxury features, it's gonna have cleats built in, nice little creature comforts like that for tying off. Little more intricate sea deck on the gunnels and around the back, larger swim platform. All the little features that they had an opportunity to refine, make a little nicer, make a little bigger, they did on the FX. So the FX series has their high output models as well as their SVHO, the supercharged models. So if you don't want the supercharged machines, but you still want all the luxurious amenities of an FX, you can get it in a conventional HO model, which is a naturally aspirated 1.8 liter 4-cylinder motor, similar to what you could also get in a VX high output. And then you can get it with 2 seating configurations. The cruiser seat sitting here, or the standard FX would have more of a sports seat that's a little more streamlined, a little lower. So there's lots of options depending on your use and what you like. And then obviously the different color variations you can pick through. A lot of people want to pick the machine they want, not so much based on the seat or the features, but more on the color that makes them really love the machine. FX is an incredible option. They do come in at a little higher price point with a lot more standard content. If a lot of what we've just talked about isn't as much of a necessity for you on the water, that's where the VX is a really, really good alternative. If you want the performance, you want the comfort, but you don't necessarily need the large touchscreen, the standard audio package, and all those extra kind of add-ons built into the pricing, the VX is a really, really good option. And it also gives you a few different performance models as well, based on your needs. So let's check out a VX and go from there. So this here is a VX Deluxe. Overall, I would say the VX is our best-selling model line. It's in Yamaha's recreation lineup. There's a few different variants. You can do a VX Deluxe, VX Cruiser, which will have, you know, a higher lumbar seat on it, and then those special edition VX Limiteds. Overall, it's the best blend of value, performance, comfort. Most people, it has all their must-haves without being overkill, like on an FX series. If you want better performance, you want some other nicer creature comforts, you can upgrade the motor. You can get the sound system as an option. So there are things you can do to kind of amplify this and make your experience on the machine better. In its standard layout, the VX Cruiser, VX Deluxe, doesn't matter which model you're looking at, has the TR1 engines, which a 3-cylinder, just under 1100 cc's. For most people, this is plenty of performance. It's enough to pull a water skier up. It's going to do close to 50 miles per hour in kind of normal applications, and is a really nice cruising machine. If you do want some extra power, they offer it in the high output model, which is going to go to that 1.8 liter 4-cylinder motor that the FX machines start with. On a VX, they don't offer it in a supercharged variant, but that VX high output 1.8 liter is a really nice motor in this machine. Bumps that top speed up into that 70 mile an hour range. Really nice acceleration and nice to have. You still can alter the drive modes. So essentially, if you have someone new on the machine, you want to have that high output power for yourself, but when guests or family members are using it, you want to limit it down. You absolutely can do that on the VX as well. It's a slightly smaller footprint, but not so small like a Sea-Doo Spark or even the Jet Blaster or the EX series of Yamaha machines that it's not going to be comfortable for long cruises. We spend a lot of time on the VX, in a deluxe or a cruise configuration, and they're really nice machines. Comfortable for, if you want to spend the day out or go out for lunch, have a passenger or two. It's a really good alternative to the FX. They do come standard with Yamaha's ride system, so adjusting to driving the machine, very simple. You've got full control in neutral and reverse. You've even got a brake. So everything can be done by the handlebars now without having to take your hands off to adjust for reverse. Lots of storage in the machines as well. The bow compartments will open up. That's where most people are going to keep their safety kits. You've got a glove box with USBs and then storage under the rear seat as well. So we still have a handful of new 2024 models available and actually a couple 2023 models. Being the tail end of the season, there are some really good incentives out during the endless summer sales event with Yamaha. Preferred finance rates or significant cash rebates off any of the in-stock 2024 or 2023 machines. Buckeye Marine's also thrown in some incentives covering your freight and PDI, and we can obviously store and keep the machine until delivery next spring. So if you've been thinking about it and you're on the fence about a new WaveRunner, reach out to us. We'll see if we have the model in stock that suits you best, and then we can line everything up so that you pick it up next spring and you're ready to get on the water.